Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Tokugawa of Japan, where we have an immeasurably huge empire. I haven't made an empire this big in a while. I don't remember the last time. And we are theoretically considering going for a tourism victory. However, the big problem that we have is that our culture victory was significantly delayed by early war and a variety of other factors, and the fact that the game is now going late enough to where the AI will win, quite simply, a science victory before we could probably complete a culture victory. This is just due to the fact that Lady Six Guy has over 700 culture per turn. We could, if we so chose, pivot to a pretty reasonable space victory actually in this game, which is honestly not the worst thing that we could do. Now, I feel pretty reasonably confident maybe I could win a tourism victory, but realistically, a science victory would be far more achievable. But I'm actually okay with losing this game. So I'm going to give a tourism victory my everything. I'm going to start building builders. I'm going to start building neighborhoods. I'm going to do all the things. Anything I can do to pump production into making tourism, I am going to do. Because I feel like that fits with the overall plan. It's what I wanted to do at the start of the game. And I'm okay with losing. I'm totally fine with losing, and I'm making a play that might not pay off. Realistically, I might never achieve my goal here. But my logic is, if I throw down enough stuff, in particular neighborhoods, the neighborhoods are going to be key to this plan. If I throw down enough neighborhoods, because they generate a decent amount of tourism each, and enough districts, and enough everything, maybe, just maybe, we can squeak out a tourism victory. One thing that we might consider is trying to take control of all of these city-states and then declaring war on Lady Six Guy, because she is influencing all of these city-states. Now, that would mean that we couldn't get trading bonuses with her, but it would also mean that our tourism is significantly reduced. Her base tourism is quite a bit higher than ours, but I think our tourism multipliers is a lot higher. I reckon... Oh shit! I accidentally built a thing there. Not good. Ooh, I can get my naturalist over here. Bring you up to here. We can get a couple of national parks here, I reckon. But I reckon we could. It's a question mark about whether or not we can complete a tourism victory, right? I'll be real with you guys. It's not a certainty. It is definitely a question mark. But it's one I think I can give a reasonable go. I want to give it a shot. I want to give it the best attempt possible that we win a tourism victory here. And so to that end, I need to build industrial zones and I need to build campuses, because that's how I'm going to be using my great merchants that I ideally will be recruiting, using an insane amount of great merchant points to try to make happen. Also, I need to build seaside ski resorts on all the mountains that I can find. So we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we can make this work. Part of me wishes I could liberate Antananarivo. No, I think they're better dead. I think I might kill Ayuthia. If I kill Ayuthia and Naval and Vilnius, I cut out a lot of the tourism that's available to my enemies. A lot of the culture. Because if I take a look at Lady Six Guy, she has a relationship with Ayuthia, giving her a ton of culture. She has a relationship with Naval, giving her a ton of culture. And she has a relationship with Vilnius, giving her a little bit of culture. If I start killing these city-states, yes, I will hurt my own culture, but I think I would hurt hers more. So let's prepare to kill Ayuthia, not because I want the city, but because I don't want my enemies to be benefiting from it. And then I'll probably move a little bit of my army over to Naval and a little bit of it over to Vilnius. I'm going to go through my cities and make sure that I build the flood barriers everywhere that it makes sense, because I don't want tiles to die. And then I will make use of the armory. I need to make more resources here real quick. Hold on. I can't buy the barracks and armory. We'll have to buy it next turn. But I'd like to get some military engineers, basically, is what I'm trying to do. To help out a little bit with making those flood barriers. Franz von Hipper is now recruitable. Thank you. That's a free battleship. We got our shopping mall in here. That's +4 tourism. I do need to keep in mind that industrial zones are worth tourism. It's not worth it to build another neighborhood in here. Canals can be useful, but they aren't necessarily useful. I would like a trade route in Bremen. I think maybe there should be a trade route there. I don't know why there isn't one. Kyoto has got everything. Make sure you're trading with Tokyo. Very nice. 10 food, 10 production. That's a very, very nice set of trade routes to my capital. Look at those bad boys. Oh my God. 10, 10, 24, 6, 6. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, did this city build a neighborhood? The city has not built a neighborhood, so I would like to build an industrial zone, and I'll build it right there. That's fine. I'll put another neighborhood down right there. That's 14 tourism per turn, theoretically, if we can get Masaru Ibuka in a reasonable number of turns, which we will, and we do plan to. You have your industrial zone placed. Do you have a neighborhood placed? You do not. So place your neighborhood right there. We will build a neighborhood in the industrial zone. The city of Aachen has just built the Gilded Vault. We'll go ahead. Well, we don't want to buy the thingy. I was going to buy a zoo, but what I want is the armory so that I can start buying military engineers in this city. Why don't you tell me whether or not you have a neighborhood? You don't have a neighborhood. I've checked the list and I'm checking it twice. I'm only checking it once. And we will plop you down right here. That's fine. So ski resort. Right. I've got all the positioning right. Trade with Tokyo, tank. What are you doing? Any mountains around for me to convert? There's one down here we can grab. Why don't you get that one? I do want to send trade routes from my capital to other cities. The city's growing absurdly quickly, which is really, really nice because I have a lot of districts I want to get down here. But we need to get these flood barriers done. Quite expensive, the flood barriers in the city. I'll get a free battleship and then immediately, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete it because I don't need it. The appeal here is a little low. It's okay, we'll get it fixed. Keep trading with Tokyo. We want to get rid of all the jungle and stuff in my empire. Anything that brings down appeal. Trade with Tokyo, 10 food, 24 gold. God, these internal trade routes are genuinely insane. All right, submarine. Ooh, right, I need open borders with people. Everyone hates me because I killed Germany. That's okay. We go ahead and purchase any luxuries that people have. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and declare war on Ayuthia, which will significantly hurt our culture, right? We're up at 778. Boom. Actually, didn't hurt my culture all that much. Gonna be real with you. I thought it would do more. It did not. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Pillage the village. Ayuthia must die. Boom, boom, boom. Promote, boom, pillage, step, wait. I feel like I'm directing a dance. I don't have the extra builder charge card plugged in. That's a mistake. I should have that card plugged in. We'll make that fix once we get environmentalism, which will be a significant boost to our tourism per turn. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, the city of Sendai. I would like to get 2 traders here. This settler I need to sneak all the way over to here so that I can trade with America and Maya. I need 2 traders in Takasaki. Well, I can't afford them yet, but that's where they're going to be. There'll be a national park here and a national park here. So let me actually just go ahead and buy these tiles to make sure that doesn't get screwed with. And we can't build that many national parks, but we can do a good few. I probably will piece out Hungary in a few turns. There's replaceable parts giving us a boost to our farm adjacency. We also have access to the infantry as well as the food market. We're not going to be building food markets. So I won't be talking about them because there's no point talking about something that isn't particularly relevant to the game that you're doing. You will go ahead and get combat strength here. You will blast the city. And we're going to go ahead and continue to pillage gold because I like being rich. I like stealing money from the AI. Now, Sendai, I want you to trade with Helsingborg. Perfect. And I want you to trade with Ambuila. Perfect. So those are trade routes to 2 players. So now when I check my culture screen, I have a 25% boost to trade with Christina. Perfect. Perfect. It's saying I'll win in 263 turns. I'm hoping to bring that down to a more reasonable level. We'll see. Looks like G Fuel should be able to make a national park. So let me go ahead and set this up. So Halab will make a national park right here. G Fuel will make a national park right here. And then actually Hakodate could probably make another national park right there if we so choose. So let's go ahead and buy a naturalist in G Fuel. Pop a national park right there. Oh, tourism is increasing. This is what we like to see. Hot take, submarines should be able to go into enemy territory without them noticing. They should have automatic open borders on submarines. It should cause grievances to do it, and it should be considered a dick move, but I should be able to do it. Oh yeah, I should buy Great Works. Oh yeah, I should buy Great Works. I knew there was something I was forgetting. I knew. Dude, I am so rusty. Why am I so rusty? I think I just didn't have my heart in this game. I'm going to have to play Japan again and give them a real go. All right, there's a 25% boost to tourism. I can't believe, dude. What was I thinking? What was I thinking this game? Give me all of your great works of writing. I buy them all. Give me every single last great work of writing that you have available to you. I can't believe I didn't have these yet. I can't believe it. I'm in shock that I hadn't bought all these great works. Now I want your great works of art and stuff like that, but not now. Yeah, wow. I need to go to Berlin and make an archaeological museum. God, what was I doing this game? Were you guys watching this? Did you see all the mistakes I was making? I know we had a production crunch, but my God, did I navigate it extremely poorly. Wow. Hungary, let's peace out. Now, Hungary, I want mutual open borders with you. I'm going to send you an embassy, declare friendship. Okay, well, we did our best. The grievances against us are a problem. I will admit that. That's going to be hard. But they do drain away pretty quick. Every time Hungary denounces us, these grievances will bleed away. Unfortunately, these grievances are bleeding away exceptionally slowly. Now, killing a city-state is bad news. I'll keep the city of Ayuthia, even though it means bad news for me. I know what I was getting myself into. Wait, you're kidding? Okay, we're going to translate this into an Eiffel Tower. Somebody managed to get this Estadio de Maracana. Incredibly frustrating. Well, we'll translate it into an Eiffel Tower. So how did that hurt? Okay, that took 100 culture per turn from Lady Six Guy. Let's take 4 RT. No, we'll take 3 of our artillery and send it to the east with the assistance of a tank army. This tank army right here. Not yet a tank army, but it will be. And then we'll take these 3 artilleries and send it down to Vilnius. If we can kill Vilnius, that'll hurt her tourism as well. I can't believe I messed up on so many levels there. What a sloppy game. Is this normal? This isn't normal. I don't have these kind of sloppy games all the time, do I? No. I'm having a crisis of confidence here. That's what's happening here. I feel like I dropped the ball. There's egg on my face. There's egg on my ball. Well, not egg on my ball, but there's something going on. I'm going to have to give Japan a good old second try, I think. But I think in the meantime, our tourism is skyrocketing. We're up to 500 per turn. We have 180 from luxury resource monopolies. Ooh, I only need like a little bit more coffee to get a monopoly on that. That could be really handy. Let me have a look. And coffee would be a really valuable monopoly. Damn, I would have to go to war with Arabia to take over coffee. It might be worth it though. That's the thing. Maybe going to war for the monopolies would be the play. I could kill Arabia so quickly. How long are we declared friends? 30. Oh. Monopolies are more valuable the more of a resource you have. So these monopolies are cool, right? But it's only 3 resources. So they're pretty weak monopolies, right? They're only worth 2-3% per player, per civ or something. I don't remember how it works. Or per copy. Incense is another one that could be really good. I've got all my own copies of it activated. No luxury spawned over here. Let me have a look at the luxury map. Let's have a little look, right? I want to see the luxury bias here. Look at this. Look at all these luxuries. Look at all these luxuries. Look at all these. All right, luxuries everywhere, right? Everywhere you look. And then you come into my land, it's like, oh, here's a few. Here's a bunch. Here's none. There's no luxuries here. There's none here. 1, 2, 3, 3 in here. 2 in here. And then again, just to really reiterate, this is dozens, loads, just packed full. Arabia got kind of screwed. I will give them that. Hungary is doing pretty well. Hungary's eating good. I think I'm going to invade. How long until the next era? I think I'm going to invade Hungary. No more war. We did our best. We're going for tourism. So I really need this city-state emergency to not pass. It could pass though because I sold all my Diplo favor, which is quite poor. The only voter for it. Oh, okay, I'm at war with Matthias Corvinus. I mean, this just gives me an excuse to conquer him and take his monopolies. So, I mean, if you insist, we can go to war. I mean, it's only at your insistence, Hungary. Matthias, I didn't want this war. You wanted this. It was your doing. I am defending myself. We're up to a very healthy 700 tourism per turn. It says we're going to win in 500 turns. That's not good. That's not good. Listen, Rome wasn't burnt in a day. That's how that saying goes, right? They didn't burn Rome to the ground in a day. It took them a while. They had to knock buildings over. They had to gather up enough fuel. It takes time to burn a city down. It would probably be good to start producing a navy. It'd probably be good to start producing an air force. I can't help but feel that the lack of economic city-states, trade city-states, really hampered my game. Really, really, really hampered my game to a seriously insane level. It did so much damage. Oh, hey, I found Jerusalem. I'll take over Jerusalem, sure. I'm sitting on so many envoys, I may as well. Of course, that does trigger the city-state converted at war bug, so I'll never see their vision, but that doesn't matter. I could continue to develop my capital. What I would really, really like is a battleship army or 2 to help support this war. So there's social media. That's going to trigger a couple of changes to our government. Most notably, we're going to take out 5-year plan. Despite the fact that I love 5-year plan, we're going to plug in online communities. We're also going to plug in the builder card. I guess I can live without collectivization as much as I love it. I think liberalism gives me better scaling at the moment. Is there a late game government that I really want here? Digital democracy is really, really good for it. But I'm going to skip out on digital democracy for now and stay in communism. We will switch eventually. Let's take master plan. I still haven't built my spies, but that'll give me 3% cash back on my income up to 1,000 gold. God, I need to build spies. When am I going to find time? When am I going to find time to build spies? I just amn't. I am not going to find time to build spies. I'm not. We've gotten. I'm singing random words in my brain right now. Bum 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 bum. We could settle here. There'd be a major loyalty issue. Could I fix that with the influx of gold? Let me have a think. Rebellion belongs to Japan, 11 turns. Okay. Victor, you're on the case. Get into that city. 59 turns. What happens if we buy? We can't buy those because the district is pillaged. We can't build these because the district is pillaged. Okay. How about a quick and dirty builder to get the city to grow with a nice and juicy +5 harbor? I could have got a +6, but the +5 here means I can put another district adjacent to it, meaning it contributes to the adjacency of the rest of my districts. So this space race, I would probably like to do the very first project in the space race, but it's not part of the plans just yet. Trying to think where extra tourism come from. Honestly, it comes from like the deep late game here. So the order of these techs that we pick up really does not matter. Maybe bombers and stuff as a priority. Then otherwise, we just super don't care. Okay, coming into Takasaki, we're going to buy the seaport and then switch from battleship production to Battleship Armada. Wow, this city's production is low. 93 turns. Now, I could work with a 93 turn victory because that means I can get that down quite a lot. I can get that 93 down. A good amount, I reckon. We found another city-state for us to own. Yoink, you belong to me. Buenos Aires, thank you. Giving me all those lovely amenities. All the more reason for me to do a spaceport just to find city-states. I should have maybe I should have considered like declaring random wars to find city-states. It's a totally valid strategy because when you declare war with a player, it reveals their city-states. Synthetic materials has been researched, not that it matters. What the fuck was that pathing? There's very clearly not a cliff here. Okay, great. Get yourself shot by the city so you take a supreme amount of damage for no reason. Good job. Need to be more careful when you right click, sagely. That's a fighter plane. Yeesh. That's going to make my life a little bit harder. Yeah, I need my own air force. So I lost an artillery to a bomber, a fighter rather. That is a little unfortunate. So I guess I will start buying some battleship armadas to send over here to make my life a little bit easier. Even though I don't actually really need this city, it's just like a speed bump on the way. It's a good testing ground for my strategy. So there's near future governance. I don't know if we want to switch to that. Oh no, sorry, that's a different thing. Near future governance is this thing that gives you a governor title. We've got information warfare. I use these so rarely. Usually I've won the game by now. Base tourism is helpful for defending a tourism victory. Hallyu is quite good. Rock bands can choose from any promotion. I could make use of that. Tripoli has flipped independent, so theoretically we could go ahead and grab a hold of that. I just don't think my head was in the game. This recording session. Oh, that's a nuke sub. You know, I feel like I just kind of like I didn't play efficiently enough. Okay, there's a lot happening here. Like, for example, I should have been... Well, see, the problem is I was playing a coastal game, and I spaced my cities out pretty far, which is kind of how Japan wants to play, with the exception of you want your cities crammed together, but I just didn't really have a good coastline to build a giga carpet of district. So, you know, I kind of had to make some compromises with my gameplay here. But that's life. Sometimes life gives you lemons, and then sometimes it gives you smaller lemons. So, unfortunately, the AI has air power here. I'm going to have a very, very hard time breaking the city. But if I do break the city, it'll be a little feather in my cap on the march to victory. Oh, my word, I have memory of your mom. Ooh, yeah. We're playing Civ today. Those are just random noises, Morbus. Delete those. Oh, we can take the city. Perfect. We avoid any major crises. We will move on now. First things first is probably Obuda, because this is the only city that is likely in range of my own empire in terms of loyalty. We shall get shooting here, and then this will act as a service base for the rest of the invasion. We have Masaru Ibuka, and now we want to get Jamsecha Taja. Now the nice thing about this guy is this is going to be an immediate, very large boost to our tourism. So if I go and search industrial zone, okay, and then I put another space after that and type Japan and do a little search. This is how many industrial zones we have. We have 14 placed, and we can place more. And in fact, I'm going to go through to every city because there's a fun little exploit that I wonder if it still works. There's a fun little exploit here, and I'll explain it in a moment. But basically, this guy, when you activate him, he includes unconstructed districts, like districts that have been placed. However, after you have used them, when you place a district, like an industrial zone, you don't get the tourism for it until it's completed. So it actually behooves you when you get this guy to go through your empire and slap down every industrial zone you can, because for the sacrifice of a single tile, you can have plus 10 tourism in nearly every city. Now, I don't know if that exploit still works, but we will be building industrial zones in the vast majority of these cities, so I'm okay with sacrificing these tiles now rather than later. Genuinely don't know if this still works this way, but it will be fun to fuck around and find out. So I think I went through basically every single city, and we have them all down now. There's a couple more to go. Okay, now I went through my entire empire and I placed all my industrial zones, so now I have 26. So it'll be quite interesting if it still works that way. So we go ahead and we pop down Masaru Ibuka. Boom. Plus 10 tourism from unbuilt. Perhaps they have patched it. Perhaps they have patched it. They might have patched it. Maybe it still works for campuses. Interesting. Let me go ahead and have a look. Is there any unbuilt campuses that I'm getting? Or industrial zones, rather. They must have patched it. Okay. Regardless, that's still a good amount. And I'm going to be building those industrial zones anyway because they're worth 10 tourism each. I should probably have double checked if that exploit still works before I did it. But, I distinctly remember it working like that. And it might actually be for the campus one and not the industrial zone one that works for. Because because I remember seeing it work for the campus one, but I don't remember seeing it work for the industrial zone one. Like just off the top of my head. I know I've seen it work for the industrial zone one. For the campus one. I've never done it for the industrial zone one. So maybe I'm just misremembering which one it works for. We'll see. All will be revealed in good time. Now there's the Eiffel Tower. That'll be a nice boost to our tourism as well. We're up to 1,000 tourism per turn, which is where I start to consider things to be like pretty respectable. Do we want to keep making more national parks? I think so. There's a national park right here. There's also a national park right here if we clean up these tiles a little bit. Let's go ahead and faith by a naturalist. Like, these are pretty good tourism. 166 turns. We're up to 140 tourists. Our tourism multiplier is looking really, really good. My main reason for making Okazaki, I've totally forgotten to actually get the traders that I built this city for. It happens. Oh, wait. No, it's not working. Okay. A man can hope and a man can dream. Oh, Buddha, we level you up with your promotions and you'll do more damage to the city. Where are missile cruisers? We need missile cruisers. They have range strength 90 compared to the old battleship of 70s. That'd be an extra 20 combat strength. That would help us break these cities. I mean, we're doing damage, but I want to break these cities. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to just like, oh, I'm taking the city. It's going to take 20 turns. No, I want to do damage. Do you know what I mean? I want to really do some damage. +3 amenities and +4 housing for the city. That'd be nice in the capital, actually, to get its amenities up to a more reasonable level, because the amenities in my capital are kind of horrendous right now. Somehow we got Carl Sagan. I have no memory of taking Carl Sagan. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know how I have Carl Sagan. I don't know how I have this guy. When the fuck did I recruit Carl Sagan? Excuse me? I'm going to be real with you. I don't remember doing this. I think I just had a time lost moment there. I think I actually traveled through time and I have missed an important piece of information in this game because I have no idea where he came from. Did I accidentally skip my turn and auto recruit? I don't know. Really don't know. So we want to trade with you and we want to trade with America as well. Perfect. So now we're maximizing the churn on our churning of tourism. Boom. +3 era score. Very nice. You love to see it. We could also put another national park over here. This would make this a really good candidate city for Alvar Aalto, although I think he never came to fruition. So we've got, total multipliers. We're making nearly 4,000 tourism per turn against Lady 6 guy. That's looking like to be in the realm of like you could win the game off that. Because I tell you what, I'm looking here at the number, right? I've got 150 tourists. I hit the end turn. I said I hit the end turn. Did it not go through? Now it went through. So we go from 150. Of course, every time I want to do this fucking thing comes up. I win. 100% production towards nuclear devices and 20%. Yeah, sure. Fine. I don't care. Migration treaty, public works, blah, 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 blah. +2 era score, free city joined me. We update. We got 13 tourists that turn. So at that rate, we're making real good progress. We can make even better progress though. Just watch me. I'd really like Nzinga Mbande to piece me out. She will. And her piecing me out will trigger me to buy a trader to trade with her to get another little bit of tourism with her. Hungary, I'm okay. He's a lost cause. And when I say he's a lost cause, I'm killing him. That's what I actually mean. But look, that's just, he he did this. It's not my fault. He did this. I don't remember what he did. I think I conquered like a German city and he was mad about it, okay? But he did this. It had nothing to do with me. Right, let's get ourselves a little naturalist. There we go, fits nicely there. We have a seaport built in Fukuoka. Go ahead and grab the industrial zone there. Nagoya, do you have your neighborhood? You do not have your neighborhood. Go ahead and build that because there's tourism in it. Go ahead and build your industrial zone. There's tourism in that. You've got a builder. I don't know why you built a builder. I guess there's nothing else for you to build. Do you already have a neighborhood? You do. So I guess you may as well build builders because you can get a little bit of tourism out of a builder. I want you to trade with Congo. Boom. 67 turns until we win. I think we can speed that up even more. I think we can. But I think the war on Hungary and the speeding up of the tourism victory, that's all going to happen in the next episode. I love you all very much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.